life without children is vaporous, and it's inane, and it's pointless. And you may sit here and think that your career matters, but the truth is that your job will fire you out of whim and don't give a solitary shit. So and when you're 52 and you're past it with no grandchildren in a house by yourself, and all your friends have grandchildren in this beautiful life, and you're sitting there by yourself, do you think the fact that you can afford a few extra Gucci bags is going to genuinely make you feel happy? I was at my grandmother's 93rd birthday. I looked there. My grandmother had 9 children, because there was my father and 8 more. They all had a bunch of kids, blah, blah, blah. I stood there and I looked at my 93-year-old grandmother, and there was a whole room full with maybe 70 people that came from that one woman. Isn't that remarkable? Yeah. That nobody cared about her career. Nobody asked what job she did. Nobody asked how many times she went to the club. Nobody asked if she had time to go to festivals. No, you had 70 sentient beings, including myself, full of life from one woman who dedicated herself to being a mother and a good wife. That is beautiful. And if you sit here and genuinely think that you're going to work your ass off through your fertile years, and by the age of 54, you're not going to be suicidal alone with a cat, then you're dumb. You are dumb.
I'm not
saying you are dumb.
Perfect blood here.
Invest in Chewy.
Bring the asteroid. All these women are sitting there saying, oh no, I don't want to listen to a man. I don't want kids. I just want to watch Sex in the City and drink martinis and go on a beach. And what kind of life is that? That's like the worst life. That's not even real.
That's cute.
That's not even real.
I never said I didn't want
kids. Oh, now they didn't say it. Everyone.
No, I really did. I was going based off the question.
Pull it back.
You can pull it
The
back.
happiest women on earth have children and a man who's paying the bills and their mothers. The happiest people on earth. I guarantee it. Your mothers, ask your own mother, do you regret having me? She's going to say, of course not. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. So now you're going to sit here and you're going to end your own bloodline? All your ancestors were out there surrounded by saber-toothed fucking tigers trying to survive on the streets out there in caveman days just to get to the final end where we have all the medical care and you can live in a nice warm house for your fucking selfish ass to say, no, I don't want kids. I'm too busy in the fucking strip club or going to fucking Mallorca to have a pina colada on the beach. It's absolutely insulting to your entire bloodline. Everything everyone above you has ever done and struggled for. All the times your grandparents went to work when they didn't feel like it, just for you to exist. For your selfish ass to say, no, me and my passions and my dreams and my shit drawings and my Instagram page is worth more than ever having children. You're a selfish fuck. Fuck that. You should all have kids.
Okay. By the way, big shout out to Fresh and Fit. That's a clip from their podcast featuring Andrew Tate. Check them out on YouTube, Fresh and Fit. Your guys' reaction to that, Hensley?
Call me selfish, but my passions and my dreams do come before children.
I think it's also completely invalid. When you're old, you're not going to be with your kids. Your kids are not by your side. When you're old, when you're 90, they're not by your side every day. They're gone. They have their own family. So to be like, oh, I need to produce kids. I need to do this. I need to have a big-ass family. You're going to be alone either way. Why not be happy in the fact that you had a successful career?
You're not going to be alone.
And you put yourself up there instead of like focusing on like, oh, I need a perfect family. No,
who do you think is going to be happier? A woman who's retired with 0 descendants or a woman with 70 descendants?
I think it definitely depends. Not every woman wants a child.
Her grandchildren love her. They love spending time around her.
What if
She
she's
gets
a shitty
hold on. She gets to help raise her kids' kids. She gets to spend time around them all the time. That's the light of these women's worlds. Obviously, she's going to be happier.
Yeah, but it's not always the case that these grandchildren and their kids are around them all the time. Sometimes they don't want anything to do with them.
Exactly.
So regardless if they have like 70
So are you
kids,
telling me you're the kind of woman that wouldn't want
No,
anything
I'm not
to
saying
do with
that. I'm
your
just saying that there
grandkids?
are.
There's not
people
many
out
women,
there.
but there's not many women.
So you're
that
dismissing
don't.
the fact that there is women
That's
out there.
fine,
that
but they
don't.
can have those views. But the issue is that we want to make it clear that that's what does bring happiness, and I think a lot of young girls don't understand that later on it's really an important thing.
I think a really important thing is that Hensley has been bringing this up. Like, we are changing as a society. Yes, you're saying that, oh, girls now, like, we think that we can be independent, and then 30 years down the line, we're not
change
gonna
can
be
be in a
happy.
bad direction
Exactly.
too.
Yeah, is that change a good thing?
I
Exactly.
think so. We are already so overpopulated. Like, economically, children are not great.
That's such a lie.
Do you not?
That's
do you?
such a lie.
The UCSB housing exam is like a great example.
is
There
a
are
perfect
so
example.
many so many
Stop
kids
breeding.
without housing at UCSB that need
should
it.
you drop out of UCSB then to make room for the
Stupid people should stop having kids.
for
maybe
the other
UCSB should just stop enrolling so many people then and
Yeah,
make the
UCSB 's
admission
dropping
standards
the ball.
higher.
That's definitely true, but it's
That's what
also
they
like
did.
there's so many people who are on this earth.
What's your point?
The point is that
We don't need more people, and stupid people just keep having kids.
We definitely
Stupid
do need
people.
to continue
Yes.
producing
Who
people.
are those stupid people?
I cannot think of a few.
Like,
Like you.
Wow.
why do you say that?
Why is he stupid?
Yeah.
What
Why
I'm
is he
saying, what I'm
stupid?
getting down to is basically like
Yo,
you
by
guys are
the
going
way,
off this very
let's
traditional.
let's keep it respectful.
Yeah,
This
come
is
on, 'cause
this
that-
is not
'Cause
a
he's been
dumb.
very
This is
respectful
not
of
a
us.
dumb man.
Well,
no,
you-
that's
okay.
that's
Thank
not
you, Chase.
respectful.
No, but hold on.
This is not a dumb man. That's a
And that-
complete ad hominem straw man attack.
Let's not resort to, like Chase said, ad hominem attacks.
Just
if
because
you disagree with him, attack his argument.
yeah, just because he
I-
disagrees with you doesn't make him stupid.
Will you let me, or are you going to keep talking over us like you've been doing this whole podcast, though?
Just go ahead. I have not been talking over you. Go ahead.
Okay. What I'm saying is you have very traditional values, and we are progressive women, and we believe in our dreams and our passions and our moral, and we also know that we can't do that while we're having kids and while we're under a man's thumb. So yeah, we're growing our own different way. And you're saying that yeah, we should have kids and have 70 more people and keep overpopulating the world, which is already like crumbling, and not our economy and everything is not being able to keep up with us.
Right, but
that's not
the
true.
girls that are having kids, there's a lot of girls at UCSB, right, that would have kids from just having a one night stand.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty. I mean, it's not super common, but that's when it happens.
What's your question?
That's not a question. It's just, don't you think you should look at that and say, like you said, stupid people? I don't think I'm the stupid person here in the situation. I think the stupid people are the ones that are going out and having these one night stands and getting pregnant.
So you're saying that like the only people who should be having kids are people in the nuclear family where the woman is submissive.
I didn't say that.
That's
But
kind of what
I
you've
do
been
think that
saying.
in a family, that's when you should have kids.
Okay.
Why would you have kids? Like, obviously, you don't need to be married to have kids, but why
What
would
if-
you have
what
kids
if
with
the
some random
family
person?
Isn't healthy though. I feel like maybe you've had some really good examples in your life where like you can look at like an example of your family and say like, yeah, this is how I grew up, this is what I
Yeah.
believe. But there's plenty of people who are getting together and in families are unhappy, and that's going to reflect in their children, and that's going to just continue a family and generational line that I think lots of people should be broken, but they keep having kids because
But-
that's the only thing they know.
Think about how many single moms there are out there. Do you think that raising kids as a single mom is a good thing for the son or daughter?
I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, and you can be a single
But
mom
it is
that
a bad
comes
thing.
from a nuclear family.
Yeah, that's true.
But
You know what a lot of these unhealthy families have going on?
What?
The women are feminists and they don't like submitting to the men.
that's right, Chase.
This causes an insane amount of unhappiness
So women
in
need
families.
to be submissive to men in order to have a happy life and happy children.
I think men, and this is what
They're
we've
like
communicated.
circling back.
This is what we've communicated. This is what we've communicated on previous podcasts. I think men need to earn submission from their wives, learn how to take care of their wives, learn how to provide for their families, learn how to effectively lead their women. I think when men do this,
Where do they learn that skills? College?
hold on.
Definitely not college.
Hold on. I think when men effectively do this, it creates very happy and healthy family dynamics. The healthiest families that I've seen, where the husband and wife have a happy and healthy marriage, they're regularly having sex, neither of them resent one another, they raise healthy kids with solid values. These families, they have a traditional masculine and feminine dynamic going on. I came from a family, my mom did not want to submit to my dad. It created an insane amount of tension in the household. And there were so many moments in time where my dad needed to assert frame and lead my mother, and he didn't. And it created crazy amounts of tension.
What situations were those?
I'm not sure how personal I want to get on a podcast like this, talking about my parents' marriage, but I will say there were times when my mom was physically ill. She was dealing with illness. She would be emotionally spiraling out of control when it came to things that my dad was doing in the marriage that she didn't like, things that the neighbors were doing, things that were happening with their mortgage, all sorts of different stuff. She would make poor financial decisions all the time. My dad would try and convince her to not do them. She would do them anyways, and it would bite us in the ass down the line. My parents had to foreclose on a home, and we lost a lot of what we had because of my mother's poor financial decisions. And my dad tried telling her, don't do this, and she said no. She didn't want to submit to his leadership. His leadership would have saved us, and she caused us a world of hurt as a result. And this is why that traditional dynamic can work. I'm not saying that look, one of the reasons why women don't want to submit to men is because men are unworthy of leading women at times. Like, there's a lot of shitty guys out there who don't know how to take care of their woman. They don't know how to take care of their family effectively. And in those instances, women don't want to submit, and it makes sense why.
Wait,
But-
hold on. Okay, you want to leave? You have to leave. What's the situation?
I have to leave. So Chase,
because
let's go.
Oh, because of the conversation, or
No, I have to. I have something to do. That's why.
What-
Is
what
there
you
anything you
got?
want to say to me? I mean, I don't have anything that I want to address with you right now.
Well, okay, you talked about, you said that women are treated unfairly in society. That was the big thing that you said, right?
Is that why you came down here?
I don't remember that part of the conversation. It's okay. You can go if you want to.
Are you going because of the conversation, or what's up?
No, I just have a place to be at.
The strip club?
I should, but I mean, my friend is here. She can switch with me.
Wait, did you say you should? You should be stripping right now?
I should, but
Are you a stripper?
no. But the money they make is nice. Yeah, my last take, I guess, before I go is I understand your point, and I understand the women you want because of what you want, and that totally makes sense. Like, if you want a nuclear family, if you want that kind of power dynamic, find women that are, down for that. Problem resolved. But women who don't want that, just let them be. Why is that such an issue?
We are letting them be, though. That's the thing. We're just simply putting this out there so that change can happen in a positive
but why
direction.
do you want that change?
Because there's
when-
so many broken families out there and broken
Exactly.
marriages and
Yes.
kids who are in divorced families. and-
Exactly, who shouldn't have been born in the first place if there wasn't this mentality. Okay, this is a
What?
perfect, kind of solution for you guys. Women like us, we're not gonna want to have kids. We're not gonna have
Yeah,
that
we see
power.
that.
Yeah. All right, great. So then your mindset is gonna continue down because of the kids you bring on and how you raise them. So it's
Well,
good
what's
for
up?
you.
Hold on. What's going on over here?
I like the comment that someone made. I didn't read all of it, but I like the comment.
Oh, okay. Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.